Welcome to Uthiru Today TV and radio. This is a regular program that is posted on our Uthiru Today Facebook page, and it gives us a lot of information of what's happening at around Uthiru, mainly that we get from Uthiru Connection, which is part of our establishment. Uthiru Connection is our other Facebook page where we have over 6,000 subscribers who put their stuff on the website, or rather on the Facebook page. But we also get a bit of information here and there as we look at Uthiru Residents WhatsApp group. And if you want to be heard on our radio or our TV station, with all your messages and connections and contacts, be it advertisements or what, you can add them to our WhatsApp group. That is Uthiru Day WhatsApp group, whose link can be found on these sites, so that we can be able to include you in the next broadcast, whether it's on radio or here on this channel, because we also have an online radio, Uthiru Today, which gives you a lot of information of what's happening around Uthiru. And now for today, which is October 18th, we have a lot of interesting things happening, particularly tomorrow. You know, with the development, like we've been having roads, very nice roads that are built, and now people have been saying that even if Uhuru might have let some people down, at least he's done the roads quite well. The problem is sometimes you get good things, but they come with challenges, or they come with other challenges, or give you some responsibilities that you need to take care of, either you yourself or the people involved who bring whatever positive changes that they are bringing. And the roads, particularly in Coppa, we used to have, Coppa is corporation, as you know, but many people here call it Coppa. As you know, in corporation area, because of the new development, and for so many years there was a bridge, a footbridge across the road. So many people are used to crossing the road over a bridge, and it's a wide road. But you see, with the new development, the road is being developed into a modern highway, and because of the bridge having been removed, so many deaths have been occurring. And according to Shege Fresh, you know Shege Fresh, Charles Shege, who is who has a Charles Shege Foundation, at least or about 34 people have been killed on that road, that spot. 34 people, and out of or rather involved in 84 accidents. Some of them have been fatal, some have not been. Okay, these 84 are the fatal accidents, rather non-fatal accidents. So when you look at the 34 people who died, then these must be more than 100 accidents on that spot. Mainly these are people crossing the road because they have to go on the other side. Nakuna daraja, welcome daraja. So complaints have been there, because in March and May, Shege Fresh wrote to the Chinese guys who are building the bridge, the Yui company bridge. I wrote a petition and asked for temporary bumps and rubble strips to be put, but nothing happened. So the other day he wrote another letter, another public outcry, another public or rather the letter was written to the National Road Highway Authority, giving it 7 days to do something or some legal action be taken, and it was received on 14th October. 7 days later, that should be 21st of October. We hope something is happening, because the letter was actually stamped and received. But then tomorrow, 19th of October, you should expect scores of Uthiruans going to this place for interdenominational prayers This was after deliberation, because previously it was planned that people will go there to picket, to close the road, so that there's traffic jam. Sometimes when there's a small incident, there's usually a long traffic jam, particularly now that I'm building the road. There's usually a small jam, or rather quite a big jam, because caused by a small thing. But this picketing was supposed to cause a major jam, so that the powers that be can listen to that. But then leaders got together and decided, instead of picketing, they should do interdenominational prayers at the site, so that at least some action, divine intervention, Mungu atasikia maombi, na pia watu watajua kuna shida hapa, wale wanaofaa kujua wajue kuna shida. So scores of residents from Uthiru area and that Coppa area and everywhere, and it's been announced even in churches, people will go there and pray. Tomorrow, that is Tuesday, 21st of October, from 8:30 a.m. And you know, that's when the roads are full. So we don't know whether these prayers, which are okay to be done, we don't know whether they'll be done on the side of the road, or watu watajaza kwa barabara, na hata kama watajaza kwa barabara, labda si kufunga, ni kuomba. Something has to be done. 34 lives, which includes Mr. Shege's own brother, have died. Even yesterday, another person was killed on that road. So the leaders, when they decide to change approach from picketing to an interdenominational prayer, and then conduct prayer from 8:30 a.m. venue cooperation. And then drafting letters have been were done and sent to all the churches around. And then seeking permission from relevant authorities via letters. Permission utapewa, labda utapewa, but then huwezi kukatazwa kuomba. And then mobilizing Uthiru residents to avail themselves for this noble call, using recommendations provided by Uthiruans to develop a memo, which shall be public read and submitted the same day. Yes, that's happening tomorrow in the morning. And so, if you're listening to this today, you can take part by joining other Uthiruans at Coppa and pray for ending of these fatal accidents just because the road is being built. We don't have to lose people just because the road is being built. At least they should put bumps there and so on, so that I think this is the issue. And going on the same, a lady called Victoria posted a comment on Uthiru Residents Forum group and says, Victoria says, "Good morning, members. As a mother and a grandmother, I know how painful it is to bury a child." Serious. "For how long are we going to bury our sons and daughters due to accidents at Coppa? Where are our leaders? Who will listen to our cry? Yes, we need good roads, but can we afford losing lives on the name of good roads? Our future depends on our children and our youth. Let's not pretend that all is well because we have a highway in our hood. It could be death trap. We demand for a footbridge." Yeah, footbridge will reduce deaths. But for now, we need prayers. Those people are so many. We need prayers so that these deaths can be reduced, and we need all sides to take their responsibilities. Because if we all take our responsibilities, the drivers, you don't have to drive fast as if you are rushing, as if time is getting out of place. And again, as pedestrians, you also need to be sometimes to be careful when you're crossing this road, particularly now that things are like this. But still, action needs to be taken because things are not good. Now, still talking about roads, we take a different gear a bit. moving from the highway and the prayers and the demos, we go internal into Uthiru Gishagi. And there are internal roads that are coming up, and one of them is the road from Akovu area going down to Fort Smith. And Kenneth Kemani, one of the local leaders, together with Sylvester Karaoke and James Kibara, the area chief, recently, last week, spent a whole afternoon visiting the roads going down to Fort Smith. And Ken Kemani says, or rather Ken Kemani says that the Chinese are surely not a disappointment because because of the quality of the work they're doing. If we compare with the tarmac done, on the, if we compare with what might have been done earlier. So he said that during their visit, they also noticed that they have a different standard of drainage system, which is good, but I would want to caution the use of concrete slabs for the drainage cover because they can easily be vandalized during and after the construction. I would appeal the use of building stones instead. I hope he has told this to the people, to the guys who are constructing the road. Sio kuweka tu watu kwa mtandao, lakini uende pia uambie. He adds that it is also very important to keep reminding ourselves that the success of this project will depend on the space that we are going to vacate for the road corridor. This clearly will start the leaders. This clearly will start with the leaders that are appointed to manage the project. If they accept to move, the rest people will definitely move with you. But if leaders do other things rather than moving, they will clearly be sending negative signals to the people, thereby sabotaging the project. Finally, the transparency and accountability of the leading team is very important. They should be trustworthy to the end of the game. That's what Ken Kemani says, and I think he's commenting on the people who have built up to the public area where, people are not supposed to be built, so that even watu wapo wakikuja kuweka miti yao wanashinda pale kuweka. So when if you have demarcated to move, you have to move because you are in a public area. So that's that for the roads and the accident story. And therefore tomorrow, if you'll be driving along that way near Coppa, ujue kutakuwa na maombi hapo. Unaweza kupunguza speedi na wewe pia usimame uombe na wengine. Na tunajua maombi yatasikika. And people, God helps those who help themselves. So twende tuombe, lakini pia each person should take responsibility. The road designer, the people who are building the roads, and the road users, both the drivers and also the pedestrians. So now it's time to go to our Uthiru connection page and see what is currently going on there. And as I said earlier, whatever is published on Uthiru Today page is read here on this radio station and TV station, but we don't divulge the telephone number or the contacts. If you want that to be done, you go to our WhatsApp group and of the Uthiru Today, and you put it there, and you'll get a link on this page. You put your ad there together with the contacts and everything, and we will relate here and we read everything for you. So today we are talking about agriculture, and there's this guy called a post from Little Farmers. They are talking about health, farming and health. Somebody said, make your food your medicine, and your medicine your food. The only way we can decrease the rate of disease in our country is by eating freshly grown vegetable and fruits organically without using chemicals. That's what the farmers are saying. You have the opportunity to do this because you need just a small piece of your compound and 10 liters of water daily for one garden. Little farmers are here to serve you and show you the way forward. So they educate you how to grow, food without using chemicals in a small area. And you can contact them with their telephone number is on Uthiru Today Connection page. Go there and get it. They also say that they have a demonstration farm at Uthiru, Nairobi, and all are welcome. And then you will notice photos of various plants, vegetables, and greenhouses. So he says, so little farmers, they say, poverty eradication network through agribusiness. We have affordable greenhouses, irrigation system, dam liners, and for more information, inbox. Photos are available, as I said. And then, kama hujaona mayai, unajua umeshaona mayai, lakini mayai mengi, trays and trays of eggs. Go to Uthiru Connection group page and check Egg Supply Kenya. Yeah, Egg Supply Kenya deal with eggs. They say fresh yellow yolk available, 250 per tray. There's a telephone number for order and delivery. Minimum order 100 trays. And the allocation is outside Uthiru, but the advertising Uthiru, so Uthiru people can go to wherever they will tell you, and just go to Uthiru Connection page and get their telephone number, and then you will see mayai na mayai na mayai. Stocks of Kwedo, flat nails, kucha. Kama unataka kutengenezwa kucha, enda kwa Stocks of Kwedo, uangalie link yake. And she's saying, kickstart your week in this bright orange gel polish for some jolly vibes. Our gel polish on natural nails is 500 shillings. We at Kenoma Mangina Stage to town next to Shamata Flats at Papo Container Building with the car wash. Aya, enda hapo, kuna telephone number utaona hapo kabla hujaenda ndio waambie. And then we've been talking about moving. You want to change houses properly as in sio ile ya kuchange, kuhama usiku kivizuri na unapelekwa vizuri na sio na mkokoteni, wanakubebea vitu zako vizuri. Rhino Prompt Movers, opposed by Gwaka Douglas Mbai. He says, we don't just shift people from one place to the next. We help them make their new house a home, carefully packing and unpacking their things and arranging them in their new home. Enjoys tray-free moving, whether it's local or long-distance moving house. So call them. They even have a website there. You will go at Uthiru Connection and see what they can do for you. And then if you need a double-room house for rent, Kamau Kanyeki yuko na moja, Getaru. It's going for 7,000. Location Getaru, Kampala. Kampala Getaru. So ile Kampala Uganda. Go there and get double room house. Sikujua kuna Kampala Getaru. Apparently there is. So you go and Uthiru Connection and check that one out. And then Kiambu of late, nyumba zinaanguka sana. Buildings that are under construction, they are falling. Zinaanguka kama house of cards. Because guys apparently wanataka kujenga nyumba haraka watu waingie, zinaporomoka. So we have Louis Kasanga writing very concerned note, and he says, with the current incidents of collapsing buildings in Kiambu County, people need to understand that the role of the county government is to approve design of the building. How the building is constructed is squarely falls on the National Construction Authority. It is the responsibility of the National Construction Authority to regulate, streamline, and build capacity in the construction industry. In order to do this, the authority registers projects to provide supervisors and workers accreditation and also does contract registration. Let's stop blaming Kiambu County government on cases of collapsed building. Their work starts and ends at the design approval stage. From there, the National Construction Authority takes charge. So, nyumba zimeanguka ndio, lakini tusiende kuanza kutukana ofisi ya Governor Nyoro. It is a National Construction Authority. And thank you, Lewis Kasanga, for informing guys. Yes, because watu wanafikiria ni county government haifanyi job, but they at least now they are aware. So hizo nyumba, I mean, why are Kiambu people, whoever those guys who are building those houses, how come Kiambu zinashinda zikianguka? Ichapa tu anataka. Why? And the National Construction, samkuja Kiambu muangalie vile mambo imekaa. So guys, thank you very much. We are through for today. And tomorrow, remember, kuna maombi Coppa, ndio magari yaache, watu waache kuuawa bure sababu ya magari, sababu barabara bado inajengwa, and guys are driving like as if wherever they are going ni kama kunaisha, ama wanakuja Nairobi ina style kama Nairobi itaenda kabla wajafika. You need to be careful when you are driving. You'll still arrive where you go, even if you are late. Why were you late in the first place? Kama ni matatu zinaenda kukimbilia watu, kwani watu wataisha? So prayers tomorrow, and we'll give you an update after that of how it happened and how things went on. So just to remind you, if you want your business information, anything featured at Uthiru Today Radio and TV, please connect with us at Uthiru Today WhatsApp group, whose link you can find on this Uthiru Today Facebook page, and post your request there at the WhatsApp group, or even in this page. We shall either then contact you or upload your information to this station and radio. And thank you for being with me all this time. Until next time, which could be a few days from now. This is Wainaina signing off. Until next time, keep safe and keep it here. Thank you.